I hate this song because it has this kid quoting the speech from fucking what movie? I think it's a football movie. Yeah. Who made their kid recite this? Who's responsible? I can't. It's a live stream. Like the music is a live stream. If I could just hit a button and skip this one every time, I would absolutely do it. It's not the kid's fault, but hello, everyone. Hi. Happy Wednesday. Feeling pretty good about this. It's been a pretty good day. Yeah. I'm preparing this time for cats to be annoying. got my keyboard out of the way, so if a cat wants to come get in my space, they can without stepping on anything. Will that stop Mochi from trying to climb the wall? Probably not. But an attempt is being made. I hope you are all doing well. Hello, everyone. Yeah. I am pretty excited. Do I have fuzz on me? I do. I hope you are as excited as I am, because I have been thinking about this stream basically since the end of the last one. I had such a good time. I was really thrilled with all the questions everyone had. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about it. Excuse me. We aren't gonna mess around too long, but figured I would just have a little bit of an intro before diving right into watching the first episode and stuff. Thank you, Shorty Crow, for the $5 dono. Not much to say this time, but I hope your Wednesday was good. Thanks again for another watch party. I'm excited. Today has been great, actually. I got some good work done today, and I can't tell you what that work was, but it was good, and I am excited. I'm excited to turn the page on some things. I also I broke a rule of mine, which is I looked up the YuuriVoice tag, which is a guaranteed way to get your feelings hurt when you're an online person. But thankfully on Tumblr, at least, it was so cool just to see all the fan art, all the people doing like headcanons and writing prompts and stuff. Like, you know, that's the sort of thing that I used to do. That's the sort of thing that I would be doing. I would have like headcanon blogs and shit, and I'd love to write for characters I was really excited about and share that excitement with other fans and stuff. So seeing that people are doing that and having fun, it makes me super happy to see that. Especially because I've basically abandoned Tumblr at this point. Like, I answer questions, I don't even cross post anymore. I just can't be fucking bothered. It's very close to a dead site. The framework is still good. The framework is still good. I thought maybe there was hope when Tumblr got sold, but nah. So, but yeah, I enjoy seeing that. It makes me really happy to see that. And just the artwork and y'all are funny, man. Y'all are really funny. I think that's what tickled me the most, was just the humor. The humor's good. And I like that people have connected with characters of mine enough to want to do like headcanon stuff, and to do, like, some creators are very anti, like, whether it's fan fiction or anything like that, and I like it. I just, you know, I think everyone does a really good job of respecting like what I create and separating themselves from like anyone who's ever done any of that. They're just like, hey, this is just my take. These are like, this is what I think. This isn't representative of canon. I'm not saying that this is right, or whatever. I'm just having fun with these characters I care about. And the fact that people respect me and my work enough to do that, like, and honestly, you don't even have to add that caveat, because for one, it should be assumed that that is the case. But we've hit this era of the internet where some people don't really process it that way. So I appreciate that there are people who go the extra mile and they're like, hey, like, I'm just having fun. I just love this stuff. And, you know, this is the way that I am interacting with the media. And that's a-okay with me, man. When I've told this story before, but like when I first started getting creative as a child, I was really young, actually. I started writing when I was about 9, maybe 8 or 9. And so much of what I was doing was taking parts of the stuff that I liked and doing my own thing with it. So much of that. Whether it was literally just taking the character and coming up with scenarios with them, or taking aspects of them and creating a character. My first bad guy OC was basically Shadow the Hedgehog. He was a clone of the good guy, and he was bad. That's it. You know, so for people to be inspired to go and do some of that with what I'm doing, I don't view that as a bad thing. I view that as the light that I've started to shine with what I'm creating is now impacting other people. And the way that, whether it was Final Fantasy, other games that I was into back in the day, the way that the media I consumed influenced me, now I'm passing that along. And I think that's beautiful. That's art. That is how we've told stories. It's how we've told stories forever. So that makes me really happy. And that was actually one of the only good times that you look yourself up on the internet and don't walk away feeling like shit. I still don't recommend it. Even if it's nice. Even if it's nice, I don't recommend it. What else? So I worked on stuff that I'm very excited about. I just had a really chill day. I just had some background noise on, and I wrote. I wrote up 2 pretty thick scripts that are very... I get in my bag when I'm writing stuff that is a building block. Like, one-shots are great. Like, just gratuitous smut or hitting all the favorite tropes to make clickbait is great. It's good. It's good for business. But the fact is, I hit such a flow when I'm working on the aspects that I'm excited about, which is lore, character development, the stuff that gets me really excited. So I had a good day. I also dropped a Twitter thread about advice for people looking to get into the voice acting space online, and also a crossover with VTuber stuff, because those 2 things are going hand in hand more and more, actually. A lot of people that I've seen in the online voice actor space are also doing VTuber stuff, and VTubers are also doing voice stuff. So and the 2 broader communities are I mean, if you removed the VA or VT out of their ats, they could be interchangeable. They could be interchangeable. That's That's just facts. So I posted a thread on that because I see a lot of the same issues happening in both of the communities over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I just thought I would I'd throw in my 2 cents. It was very gentle 2 cents too. Like I could go off, but like I'm not gonna say anything that hasn't already been said anyways. And I don't want to contribute to like the bullshit. I don't know. I just see a lot of people who get excited about wanting to be a part of these communities and stuff. And it's like, hey man, maybe the big draw shouldn't be the community, because these communities are fucking flawed. You can participate, but not necessarily integrate. And that's how I've done my thing. And there are people who do that and they do absolutely fine for themselves, whatever. But it's not really what I think is the healthiest approach, perhaps. Ow. All right. I'm gonna glance at the questions before we get going, just in case. Yeah, I'll do a like a pre-game question round. I'm going to try to be fast unless something makes me need to not be fast. Willow asks, will we ever get any Charlie audios? Yes. Yeah. I just want to get through BitterSweet. Loud Sighing said, are we ever going to learn about how much money Seth stole? I think Oron mentioned to Derek that the amount had been off for months, and it was enough to be noticeable towards the company. No, because it doesn't matter. Like, just, it was a large amount. And that's all we need to know, really. I try to avoid, because I feel like getting into things like that is a good way to trip over my own dick. Bella Ace asks, how did you feel when you started to make BitterSweet? Good. I mean, this goes into what I said about how I get the most excited when I'm in my bag doing storytelling stuff and creating worlds and character arcs and working with themes like that. Yeah. So I felt good. It didn't click for me until halfway through chapter 1 that like this was a thing, but yeah, I felt good. Retta Fox asked, is listener a female or male when you record? Like, how do you picture them? I don't picture them. Like, one, that would be entirely counterintuitive to me writing an ambiguous character. They are ambiguous. You're not gonna gotcha me into giving giving listener a gender. It shouldn't matter what I picture. For one, I picture like, I don't picture a person. You know, like when you do comics and it's like your name is like a gray amorphous blob. That's kind of what I picture. There you go. Let's see. I'm gonna skip any like headcanon-y questions that aren't really relevant to plot stuff. Cause it's just I will take too much time trying to figure it out. Autumn Udell asked, what are upcoming ASMRs that are coming out soon? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. But tomorrow is a Guzma. So I guess I told you. There you go. What sound equipment do you recommend for someone wanting to start making videos? I mean, literally anything. Your space that you're recording in is gonna matter more than your actual microphone. A Blue Yeti would be fine. If you want to get an XLR setup, the Rode NT1 comes with a shock mount and a pop filter. It's great. Get that and a Scarlett Solo. It's not cheap, but it is a great entry XLR setup. Michael asked, are you okay with people making headcanons about the boys being mixed or anything? One, I don't care what you do. Basically, I've said that off the rip forever. Two, don't ask a white guy who voices the white characters very specifically because I feel like it's not really my place. What do you want me to say on that? Like, I don't even know what to say on that. Do whatever you want to do, man. Like, have your headcanons, do whatever. But, like, the characters are what they are as I give you to them. I don't know. That's such a hard question to answer. And I really have no idea what you would expect me to say. Are Alphonse or Seth scared of bugs? No, they go camping a lot. They can't be scared of bugs. Kenzie listener asked, I love how a listener in BitterSweet bakes. Did you always intend for this little detail to fit so well with the title? No, because BitterSweet, the name was actually a suggestion. I didn't have a name for it, so it just kind of worked out. Not a question, more like two ideas. One, you should make a Discord server for everyone. No. No, here's why I don't make a Discord server. Because I don't want to interact with fucking children. There you go. If you're on the official Discord server, you would have to be breaking my terms of service and Patreon's terms of service, because you can only get in by being a patron. Point blank, stay updated by looking at my Twitter. There you go. Two, you should have an art competition once a stream to see who can do the best drawing. I feel like DJ Salty, I feel like that's a good way to make people live up to your namesake, Salty. I don't want to have competitions. Like, people could just post it on Twitter. Like, just share it with the community. I don't want to make it competitive. That's where things get weird, I think. Holy shit. I thought I was almost done with questions. We're gonna start here shortly. Is there a specific place to request script ideas? No, not really, because I mean, my Tumblr ask box was that, but like, I didn't pay no fucking attention to that. I'd read it, and then I'd get like 100 questions, and I would forget it. So there really isn't a way. I don't know. Yes, Oron is going to have a continued storyline. How many chapters of BitterSweet will there be? At least 4. This is a minor thing. In chapter 1, Al mentions that Seth isn't a fan of cinnamon. In chapter 2, we make Seth cookies special with cinnamon, and he seems to enjoy it. He enjoys it because listener made it for him. That's the joke. How do you feel about submitted scripts that have heavy angst? Bro, don't do it. Like, when you say heavy angst, if you mean death, shit that you need to go to therapy for, etc. and so on, don't do it. I'll do it if I feel like I can handle it and like handle the content and do it the way that I think is appropriate. But just outright, I'm not interested in letting someone else dictate serious subject matter on my channel. I think every single time it's been a pass from me. If Seth Allen listener had a pillow fight, who would win? I don't know. Maybe Seth. I feel like his low sense of gravity. He's broad and a little lower, so he's probably got a good swing on him. Is what I'm thinking. Fantasia asked, is it difficult to add certain music or sound effects in the background that are YouTube friendly, avoiding copyright? Actually it is, and this would be a great chance for me to have a sponsorship with, what's the name of the place? Epidemic Sound. There you go. I almost said Pandemic Sound, which is basically anytime you turn on the news. Epidemic Sound. They have royalty-free everything. It's great. They make my life easier. Hashtag not sponsored. I love this song on the stream. Do you feel like your acting and overall vision as a creator has changed as you've directed more and more projects? I mean, I think I'm always getting a little better. I don't know if it's necessarily correlation doesn't mean causation, you know? Are we gonna see Oron in a BitterSweet episode, or did you make him for funsies? I would not assume that I made him for funsies, given that he name drops Derek. Luca Harrison asked, are you okay if we make siblings for Seth or Alphonse? Yeah, do whatever you want to do, even though it's not canon, but like if you want to, then go for it. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna stop answering questions soon. We are running into the thing. But like, I don't think if we open the form early, I don't think half of these people would have been sending in questions like this. All right, I'm just gonna... Lovely Little Red asked, you mentioned in previous streams you're nervous about releasing the next episode. After seeing the hype, are you still nervous? A little less nervous, but still nervous. Are you later going to continue old ASMR series after BitterSweet? Depends on what you mean. Like, if I have a series that has stopped, it's safe to say I'm not gonna bother. Like, Loki got no interaction. Haida got no interaction. Guzma is done in terms of like story-based stuff. All that other shit, yeah. Fantasia asked, were there moments that you thought outside of the box to improvise in the middle of recording from the script? Yeah, all the time. All the time. Dexybug asked, how would you feel about someone cosplaying one of your OCs? That happens a lot nowadays, actually. It's great. I think it's awesome. Is Pizza Rat baby? Maybe in some ways, but also no, not really. Skylar Wolf, what are the boys' sexualities? They're all pan. They're all pan. They're all pan. Has Oron ever smiled? Not a smirk or a grin, but the kind of smile that means he's happy. Probably. Will there be more after BitterSweet? Yes. On the topic of scripts, are there any characters you and the team are looking for in particular? Cough, Emmett, cough. I tell you what, if someone submitted an Emmett Silk script and it was a banger, maybe. But in terms of what we're looking for right now, like, any of the OCs are good. Big Red would be great. You know, we've got a lot of Finn. Seth and Alphonse are good. Standalone Seth stuff is awesome. That would be cool. Can you see yourself still doing voice acting in 5 years? No pressure. I know a lot can happen in that much time. Genuinely curious. If things just stayed steady on this course, yeah. But I'd like to, the way that we've kept stepping up, like the way BitterSweet has evolved and stuff, who knows where that lands me in 5 years. That would be cool. But yeah. All right, cool. We're done with questions. Enough questions. Let's watch this shit. I did not mean for this. Honestly, a 30-minute intro isn't bad for me. I feel like a 30-minute intro, we got off easy. I feel like we got off easy.
Do you think I overdid it with all the garland? I mean, I like it, but I also don't want people to think they're walking into Santa's damn workshop. Tastefully festive is what I'm aiming for. No, I'm trying to play it safe. Look, maybe I just have more specific tastes when it comes to the winter holidays, you know? Like, you're the one who knows how to go all out for Halloween, and you're not too shabby at Christmas. I mean, you're not shabby at Christmas at all. You just don't know how to tell me when I've gone overboard with all the decorations. It's getting late. We've been at this all day. And I'm drunk on hot cocoa at this point. I probably need to get to sleep. Well, yeah. I had a great time.
Y'all, let me breathe. I'm moving the microphone away.
It's real special to me. There was a few years where it became a bit of an afterthought. And then, well, I remembered what it was I thought was so special about it in the first place. Love. The people you love. And letting them know you love them. Not being afraid to tell them. And tell them why. And let it show. I know there's a lot of stuff people celebrate this time of year. But for me, all I want is to celebrate love. It's a time for reflecting on the memories you made throughout the year and sharing your hopes for the future. Mushy shit like that. I didn't always get a chance to do that. There have been people I
could have came up with a better opening shot. I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it real. This is not a compelling shot. We were trying new things. You know, we were gonna have more than one piece of art for the thing. It is a simpler shot. But it sure is a fucking door for 2.5 minutes.
people I didn't really get to tell how much they really meant to me. You know? I don't want to take tomorrow for granted. Not now. Not when I have so much to live for. And so much love to give.
Yeah, I turned it up a little.
Yeah. And receive. Yeah.
If I could redo it, it would be like kind of a wide shot of maybe like the front of the store, because the way that I picture it is like, so where this is the back door of the store, because there's the store and there's like a what's it called, like a studio apartment in the back. This isn't where this isn't actually the house that like Al and his parents and everything where they lived. This is just a little addition that's in the back of the store, and this is the back door. So if we had a wide shot and like you could see that there were footprints in the snow leading around back, where that would be Seth going. Hell of an unpause.
I'm great. I'm happy. This year has been a lot. But I've got you. I've got so much hope in my heart now. I'm motivated. I'm confident. And I'm excited. And I can't wait to eat some candy canes and make s'mores and do...
Yeah, another thing is budget is a thing. Like I don't even want to say how much money I spent last year on art. It's a lot. And yeah, I'd love to have a completely fleshed out, we show like what the interior of the store looks like, and it's really gaudy because Alphonse has no fucking chill, and there's fucking like tinsel and garland on every shelf. And then we go through to like the apartment part and everything, but like, so that's adding, not only does that add more cost, that also adds time to development. So, you know, this was our first step from using just the one piece for a special episode. So, you know, I wasn't quite there with this, when we were doing this.
Do all sorts of cute shit with my boo. All right. Come, one more smooch. Now, you better get on home. You got a big day tomorrow. Hey, I ain't tempering my expectations for nothing. If you get this gig doing all the baked goods for the festival, you're gonna be the toast of the town. People are gonna want your goodies all year. I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a pretty big opportunity. I'm proud of you. But you better go get some sleep. Yeah, I'll crash soon. I won't overthink the decorations. Okay? If I change anything, it'll be tomorrow. What? Oh, hold on. Give me one more smooch before you go. Text me when you're home, all right? Thanks for all your help, babe. Bye. How did I get so damn lucky? And where the hell did all that mush come from? Shit. I really have gone soft, huh?
Yes, there's art of Alphonse in the store, but that's promotional art, and it's not actually what his store looks like.
All right, well, we got the store side of things done. Things are looking right in here, too. some things never change. Now, maybe I do need a snack. Right before bed? But the sugar cookies were so good. Maybe if I just had one more. I feel bad for eating these little cuties, but my sweet tooth knows no bounds.
Dang, I want a cookie.
Come here, little snowman. What?
Fun fact. That's the secret knock of my theater class.
Was that? Nah, just my imagination. I haven't heard that knock since... Al, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for coming here. Fuck. Seth, holy shit. What the hell happened to you? Oh, you can barely fucking stand. Come on. What the fuck? Seth, is this blood? I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Just get your ass on this couch and lay here for a second. Shit. Oh, fuck. Just lay here and let me find a first aid kit. Okay. I'm not gonna grill your ass right now, but... Hey. Don't you pass out on me. You need to be awake. Shit. Seth. Hey.
Yo, this profile shot of Alphonse, like, why did Jackie go so hard on that? Why does he look so good here? Dang.
Hey. I'm here, all right? Keep your eyes on me. I'm sorry. I told you.
The address doesn't mean anything. It's just numbers. Actually, maybe it did mean something at the time, but Jackie will just do random numbers for shit. And, like, I'm not so up my own ass that everything has to be a reference or something like that. So if it was a reference, I don't fucking remember. Was it the date? Wait, I might actually remember. It might have been the date that Al debuted. May 18th, maybe. I don't remember. And it doesn't fucking matter.
I need you to stop apologizing. Okay? No, Al. You're not hearing me. There's something I gotta tell you. Is it about why you look like this? It's Derek. Fuck. Seth. Are you sure you weren't followed? I'm not sure about anything anymore. I got away and I came to the only place I knew to go. I'm sorry. Hey. Relax. What did I say before you left? Safety net. I wasn't talking out of my ass when I said you could come back. So save your energy, okay? Al. I'm scared.
Ooh.
Breathe. Listen to me. Everything I hold dear is in this town. Everything I want to protect is here. I've dealt with him before. I'll handle him again if I got to. You shouldn't have to. It's my fault. This is all my fault. I ain't the weak, lost boy I used to be, Seth. If he wants the smoke, I'll burn his ass to the ground. And you... Seth, you're home. I know shit's weird and complicated. And I know how dangerous Derek is. But you did the right thing coming here. And I don't want you to feel guilty about nothing. Okay? Nothing. We work best as a team. You know?
Ooh woo.
You've grown a lot. You know that? Yeah. There are a lot of words that get caught up in my throat when I look at you, Seth. Things I don't think I'll ever be able to say. Things that hurt me and make me sick. Things that I have to carry with me. But what I can say...
Damn, I popped off. I ain't gonna lie. Your boy was going to town on this one. Things that get caught in my throat. Things that hurt me. Oh, what the fuck?
What I can say is that this is the last time you ever getting hurt like this again. I'm gonna make goddamn sure of that. It hurts. I know. No. The way you're squeezing the shit out of my hand. Oh, shit. My bad. Oh, hey, babe. Glad I caught you before you got too cozy. And sorry for making you come back so soon. There's, oh, hell. There's no good way to explain this, 'cause, I mean, I've got pretty limited info myself, but, I've got a guest. And it didn't feel right not telling you right away. And, well, honestly, I'm kinda spooked at the thought of not having you here with me tonight, so... Yeah, right over there. He's passed out. I tried to keep him up in case he was concussed, but... Whoa, hey, hold on, don't worry, he's okay. No sense in waking him up now. He just apologized some more. He was so sorry.
He just apologized some more.
Sorry, too. Lumped up pretty bad. I did what I could to clean him up, but I ain't no miracle worker. Well, he told me a few things, and the rest is just what I managed to piece together on my own. And that's part of the reason I wanted to get you over here. Because this was Derek. And I don't know if Seth was followed or not. My better judgment says if he was willing to go this hard on Seth, he wouldn't have just let him walk his ass all the way back here if he caught up to him.
That blanket looks cozy.
There's no sign of the bike. He might have parked it up in the woods, but when I got his boots off, there were blisters on his feet. So, I'm pretty sure he walked. Well, I didn't want to take no chances with you being alone. If somebody seen you leave my place and something happened, Am I okay? I mean, no, I'm not okay. I tried to make sure that my past never caught up to me, and sure as hell never came anywhere near you. And now Now Seth's here, and Derek is somewhere. This is a nightmare. But I ain't gonna mope about it. I gotta be proactive. So, an attempt was made. I know. I know. You're so big and strong. I ain't got nothing to worry about, huh? Seriously, though. This is some real shit. I don't know why Seth would have crossed paths with Derek again. It doesn't make sense to me. Unless he thought he had to go back to that life. But I told him. If it got bad, he could come back here. Why would he? There's something else. What do you mean? If Seth was out and Derek was out, it don't make no sense for them to try and go at it anymore. Derek knows when to cut his losses. Eh? What do you mean about that? Do you know something I don't?
Oh.
Holy shit. Do you? Babe, did Seth tell you something? A promise? To not tell me? Oh, so we're keeping secrets now. Alright. So, there's some sort of unfinished business, and Seth told you about that. Didn't want to get me involved, but here we are anyways. No, I'm not gonna make you tell me. If you made some kind of promise to Seth, the worst thing I could do is make you break it. I got a feeling that it'll come to light when he's awake and we come up with some sort of plan anyways. Well, I guess we need to address that between us, huh? The plan. To put it real simple, what do we do when he wakes up and wants to run off again? Exactly. I don't want to see him walking out the door looking like this, thinking he's got nowhere else to go. He wouldn't go back to his dad's place, and if he's here, it probably means there's mine around. So, I guess what I gotta ask is, how do you feel about Seth? Me? He loves me. And I don't even know what to think or feel about him. All I know is if that puts you in a spot where you're uncomfortable, then he can't just stay. It's bad enough that this shit is dangerous, but the emotional implications might be even scarier than that. What would I do? Well, I think the three of us should stick close together. Buddy system. Don't leave anything up to chance. If someone is alone, then they're at home or somewhere public and safe. Just common sense stuff. I just don't want to be alone with him too much.
It's so there's some sort of like cosmic irony, hilarity to this having come out a year ago, longer than a year ago, something like that. And watching it today, someone in chat says, "We about to break up?" Some things never change, y'all. Some things never change.
So maybe you could crash over here or something. Okay, it's cramped in here, but that just makes it cozy. Or what? Your place.
For what it's worth, and this, I'm not trying to call you out, because in media, like in different series and stuff, that is the kind of bullshit they would pull, right? Like, it would be like, oh, one of the characters is having this like internal conflict, and rather than talking about it or trying to figure it out, they're like, you know, I just need space, or we should take a break, or something. Cause like that, absolutely, that is some like fucking that's some shit you'd see on the WB. That's some shit you would see on the WB. But yeah, no, what's going on is this is Alphonse saying, like, obviously I fucking care about this guy, right? Like, childhood best friend. We became lovers. We've been through a bunch of shit. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I don't care about this guy. Obviously I care about this guy. And Listener knows that. Like, Listener, the reason in chapter 1, Listener wants them to get together and talk and try to make progress beyond their conflict is because Listener knows that these two guys care about each other, and they want Alphonse to see that and recognize it, and rather than see him get so worked up and angry at this guy who was clearly important to him, they want him to work through it. So that's why, and I thought the first episode would have been enough, because Alphonse is like, oh, this time of year I've been really contemplating love and caring about the people in my life and not taking anything for granted. Like, I tried to make sure there's no reasonable way that you could ever expect Alphonse to go that kind of route, right? But it's definitely, I think it's more on like, that's how a lot of writers do it, because it's cheap conflict, basically. You create this miscommunication because people are fucking emotionally constipated and they don't feel like they can talk to their partner or whatever, and honestly, I will say that if in this situation, Listener or Al were like, hey, look, this has completely like shattered my world, this person coming back into my life and being around, and I don't know what to do about it, and I feel like all these conflicted emotions in me are detrimental to our relationship. Maybe I need space. Like, there would be a healthy way to say, I need a break, but that's not what the story is. And that's not how a lot of people would have played it. They would have ramped up the drama and done all of that.
Sweetheart, that's a lot. I couldn't ask you to do that. Well, no, I didn't ask, but oh, all right, I got it. So, I mean, I figure we could just make it through the holidays, get him back on his feet, come up with some sort of plan that doesn't involve him getting his ass kicked anymore. And then, well, hopefully he's got some ideas for what happens after that. Clearly, just sending him on his way with a goodie bag and a sugar high from that cinnamon roll didn't quite do the trick. Yeah, I'm worried. You care about him too? Wow, shit. He must have really got to you, huh? Talked a big game when you tracked him down.
That's cute.
Put a spell on you? In the woods? Well, are you referencing something? Something about the camping spot up there? Yep. Never mind all that. We'll discuss that later. But I mean, if you're down for us staying over there, I'll do all sorts of chores and shit. I'll help however I can. And Seth will pull his weight too, I bet. I mean, when we were younger, we were a hell of a team when my folks would let him stay over. He'd wash the dishes while I vacuumed. I was shit at doing chores, but whenever we'd team up, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm okay. I guess it's just a lot of
Look at
memories
him.
I haven't really considered in a long time.
He's
And
so
it's really weird that now, when so many things have changed and life is so different,
My lips are
we
so chapped.
sort of end
Sorry
up in
you
a
guys
spot
get to
not
watch
too
me
different
like
from back then.
munching.
Seth running away from something. Me and my family taking him in. Yeah, that does make you my family. No doubt about that. What does that make Seth? Family. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about any of this. But I do know what's right.
What in the Fast and
And
Furious?
I couldn't live with myself if I sent him away again. If there's really no place for him, if he's just been drifting this whole time, that would break my heart all over again. Our past is fucked, and what's left of our relationship is wrapped up in barbed wire and thorns. But I think there's some responsibility I gotta take for what happened to us, too. What happened between me and him. It was easy to just hate him and blame him and turn him into some monster in my head to encourage me to build up a wall so it never happened again. But I did that so I didn't have to look in the mirror and be honest with myself. Be honest about the things that I did and the decisions that I made. It doesn't excuse him, but his shit doesn't excuse me either. Hey, if at any point things get weird or you're uncomfortable, anything like that, you tell me and we'll figure something else out, okay? Of course. I'll let you know if I feel weird too. So, I do got one confession. While I was waiting for you to get back over here, I stress ate the last of the sugar cookies. Well, I know there were a few left, quite a few, and I said I'd make them last, but this has been so stressful, and I think I got a tummy ache. Yeah, want to rub my back and tell me it'll all be okay? Hell yeah, bet. Sleepover time. Come on.
That's pretty cute.
Are you sure I'm not just getting in the way?
All right. Before we continue, we got beautiful boy on the screen. I will answer some questions. We got some good ones in the meantime. My plan is to do 2 episodes questions, 2 episodes questions, and trying to not take forever. Was this 1 day later after the whole breakfast date thing, or 1 week? No, this was months, actually. A lot of time has passed. Not a lot, but it has been a period of time. Because it was not Christmas when Seth arrived. I can't remember exactly when about it was. In my mind, it was like early fall. And now it is Christmas. So 3-4 months, give or take. Sounds about right. Alphonse even mentions in the 2nd episode that that Seth has been drifting. Like, it sounds like Seth has been drifting. If he doesn't have his mom or whatever, he's been whatever. Oh, start of summer. Well, then it's even longer than that. So yeah, it is a big period of time. Like, he's been away. So yeah, he's been out of the picture for a long time. And yeah, so it's been a bit. None of this would work if it had only been a day or a week. Like, the whole point of episode 1 of this is to show you that since Seth left, Al has been thinking a lot about love and appreciating the people in his life and not leaving things unsaid. He's been reflecting since Seth left. So his time with the listener, he's continued to grow. And that's why now he's able to say, hey, look, man, I'm not, you're not a burden coming back here. I told you you could come back here. You're safe here. Like, I'm not going to kick you out. You don't have to leave. So that I definitely very much on purpose made sure that there was a stretch of time that passed. Seth's bike is still busted up. Like, they left that night. So the bike gets dropped off Christmas morning. They leave that evening. So yeah, that bike is still busted. It's just sitting there in front of the listener's house, all fucked up. Morg asked, will you be reviewing BitterSweet Chapter 3 as well, or not really? Yeah, we're actually going to break it up into 2 streams. So this is a pretty good opportunity. Also, shout out to the people who use the Google Doc, because no one asked when the next episode was coming out. Congratulations. Up till about 30 minutes ago, no one had asked. So good job. You did good. Now I get to give you the news that it's definitely not end of March. it is definitely early April. Sorry about that. So we're gonna be breaking the chapter 3 streams into 2 parts, because not only is all of chapter 3, at least all of chapter 3 that has come out, there's also going to be the Oron and Faust videos, so we can add context to the hierarchy where Oron is over Derek, because I feel like that would probably be a pretty important plot point to reiterate. Some people probably didn't, watch those videos, so we're gonna make sure that people watch those videos in the rewatch. Bro, I don't listen. They were about to go fucking ham on Derek and his goons. I don't think putting the busted up bike away was a priority. It can just sit there. It's not a big deal. It's just like the person down the road, the one down the road that has like 5 cars in their yard. It's just like that. I don't care. They live out in the boonies. Let's see. How far did Seth walk to get back home? So I've thought about that a lot because it's implied to that Alphonse also was gonna walk back home, but also he had a car. I didn't come up with the car thing until later. There's probably a reason for things that I can come up with. I don't know. It's a lot. The Sonic Generation fan. I'm gonna ask you a question. Your vehicle, doesn't matter what kind of vehicle, doesn't matter if it's a motorcycle, whatever, arrives on your doorstep, literally in shambles. This fucker will not turn on. It is broken. It is totaled. Also, your mom might be dead. Who's wasting time putting the bike away? I just want to know. I just want to know who's wasting time putting the bike away. No one. The correct answer is no one. The correct answer should be no one. And it's like, it's on the curb. Like, it's not, they didn't leave it in the middle of the road. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. We are not gonna. All right. Also, people park on the curb, right? Just hold on. Wait. Hold on 2 seconds. You know that people park in front of their houses on the curb, right? You know that people put their vehicles there, right? All right. Okay. All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. That's all I had to say. I'm gonna answer the rest of these questions. Answer the rest of these questions. It's funny to me. I'm not upset. It is funny to me. Because I completely overlooked that whole point that literally people park on the curb. I'm not. I feel like this is bait now. I feel like this is bait. How many... Have your dad and his friends been... had their bikes smashed and totaled and left in their front yard? I'm done. All right. Oh. Hold on, I gotta go put this in the garage real quick. Like the wheels won't even really turn, but we're gonna push it uphill to the garage. There's like 20 questions I have to look at, and I just wasted like 20 minutes on this. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Let's try this again. How do you choose the name for your characters? Bro, blood sacrifice, I guess. I don't know. It's very difficult. Pink Cookies. Why didn't Seth try to go to his dad? I know they don't have the best relationship. I mean, you answered it. And Alphonse even says like Seth wouldn't go stay with his dad. Because he wouldn't. They do eventually, like, in this chapter they do talk and things get a little better. But like, even though at the end of the last chapter Seth says, "Hey, I went and talked to my dad, I forgave him," whatever, like he's still not gonna go there. Like, you're not gonna do that. Aggressa asked, why didn't the trio just migrate over to Listener's place to make the samples instead of making Al's place work? Well, because it was like a Christmas decorating party, right? So like Al had been decorating the store and the apartment, and Listener was cooking. That's why he was like, hey, I didn't go like crazy with the garland, right? Because Listener was baking, and yeah. So Rose 123, the one thing I would change, I would take the time to say that they neatly tucked away the broken bike. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That stun locked me, man. I could not get over that. Would it be okay to make a fantasy AU with the boys? Yeah, sure. I want to make a fantasy AU with the boys. So, how much would it take for art of Al and Seth asleep on each other's shoulders? So like on a couch, kind of leaned against each other? It wouldn't take much, because that sounds very nice. Would you recommend putting voice acting on your resume? I wouldn't. The fuck? No, I wouldn't. Not if you're just making like YouTube videos and shit. You could come up with a way to say like community management skills, running a business, da 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 da. But I would not put. Also, Sonic, it's jokes at this point. You're fine. I literally don't care. I thought it was funny. Uh, where was I? Is there gonna be a Dilf Alphonse video soon? No, I don't have plans to do it anytime soon. There's a whole lot going on right now. I'm not gonna just, oh hey, here's the AU right when we're about to do all this plot stuff. So I would say like 2-3 months away at least. Do you think Seth would let listener braid his hair? Yeah, sure. When Seth was away, did he think about listener and Al? Just Al, neither of us. Yeah, I'm sure he thought about them a bunch. You did an amazing job establishing the trust and communication between Alphonse and listener. Did you have specific inspiration for that, or did it just happen as the story was written? Honestly, a part of it was me trying to circumvent viewers from being fucking weird. Because at this point, like, it had happened with the Guzma thing. It had happened throughout chapter 1 where people are like, oh my god, is he gonna leave us? So it's like, oh my god, yes! People don't normally leave motorcycles out in the open. This bike is fucked and his parent is in trouble. Holy shit. Also, if you live, see. Oh, we can have a super cut of me fucking. Travis Marshall, could Jackie make Seth art in other clothes? And are later are on going to make Dilf Alphonse ASMR? Yeah, yes. There, Seth has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 arts. He has normal Seth, horny Seth, Mothman Seth, Cryptid Hunter Seth. That's more than a lot of characters already. Sarah Paragraph said, listen, we know because of the tweet today of Booba Seth that he has them. Does Alphonse also have Booba, or is it just Seth? I think Seth has more Booba than Alphonse. Okay, all right.
With the baking, I mean.
Wait, yeah, Dilf and Cowboy Seth.
If I'm Santa's little helper, that makes you Santa?
What? The audio is...
I expected you to be a bit more, rotund. And
the audio's a little scuffed in this one. I wonder what
lacking.
I did wrong.
Just compared to, you know, the guy in the mall. So, I'm guessing that all this baking was supposed to be done at your place. And me being here sorta, changed those plans, huh? Oh, listen, sugar. I might have had my head rattled, But I've still got enough sense to know that your place is way better for doing all of this than this cramped little joint in the back of Al's shop. I had to jump off the couch so you had a place to put half of the stuff you brought. Well, what I'm trying to say is thank you. And I'm sorry for the inconvenience. We've been at this for a while and you haven't poked or prodded me or asked any questions. I'm crashing the party and you're just taking it all in stride. Alphonse, too. I don't deserve all that grace. Well, all the same, thank you. A sinner like me doesn't belong anywhere near a saint like you. Oh, you know how to get your sin on, huh? I bet you make a mean devil's food cake. Oh, hell, you do, huh? Reminds you of me? Shucks. Flatterer. Maybe because of the brown hair, but I don't know if I'm rich or sweet. So, all of this is your big break, huh? Getting to pitch your baked goodies to the mayor. That's a hell of an opportunity. Our little town throws a pretty sweet Christmas festival. You're gonna knock it out of the park. Yeah, Al can...
This is totally off topic, but I'm looking at Twitter, and the game Tunic just came out, which is a cute little Zelda-like game. And the top review on Twitter, like the tweet that is a review, I assume. This is like a guaranteed way to make me not click your fucking article. Tunic is a Zelda-style adventure that rekindled my love of strategy guides. Who's clicking that link? The Verge? Who's clicking that? Sorry, chat. I know this doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's just like, what? I don't care. Like, I need strategy guides for Zelda games too, but that doesn't compel me to read your fucking article, you weirdo.
No. Al can be pretty convincing. I can see that he's rubbed off on you. His confidence, I mean. He might say he
Did
got
he just
some of that
whinny?
from me, but in his own way, he
whose
showed
post
me
is
how to
that?
not have to fake it. The confidence. I mean, oh, good lord. I promise I'm not trying to make weird jokes. I don't want to make it weird, and I'm off to a great start, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. It's just... I fully intended to go on my own way, you know? And now I'm here. It feels like it hasn't been any time at all, and I'm just back. Looking like this. I could see the disappointment in Al's eyes. He looked like his father. Hell, I was so faded I thought his hair was black too. Just like his.
Aha! So this is where I confirmed the natural hair color. Oh, buddy. Oh, pal. Oh, buddy.
Those blue eyes looking right into my soul. stripped and bare. Oh, maybe he's not disappointed right now, but the thought of me going back to Derek crossed his mind. The thought of me going back to that life. I wouldn't do that. What makes you so sure? You don't know that. What if I'm just a fuck-up? My knuckles. What about them? Huh. My bestie is a hell of a baker and a detective, too?
Hello, Internet?
Is there anything you can't do? Yeah, no bruises, no cuts, no sign of a fight. You're right. I didn't fight back. I only went back because it's a lot. But in short, being on parole is kind of a pain in the ass.
True and
He already
real.
cut me a lot of slack. But I think my PO... I think my PO's in Derek's pocket. Because as soon as I was cut loose, I had his goons rolling up on me. And there he was. Rat fuck. It was all a blur. But I remember his smell. God damn. Just like the last time I saw him. This fucking cologne. Cheap plastic bottle bullshit. Smells like he took a bath in rubbing alcohol. But looks like a walking infection. He's a sickness.
Oh, God.
You know,
Sorry.
I took the...
All that was because... Now, here's a review tweet that would make me click it. And this really shows you the difference between The Verge and Vice. Vice's article is titled, "Tunic finally got me to stop playing Elden Ring every day." That is an article I would click. It's that easy. Anywho, sorry. Can you tell that I've worked on the internet for a while?
the longest, hottest shower I could this morning. And I still feel like he's... Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. I just... Oh. Oh, I wasn't expecting another person to hold my hand. Your
Aww.
squeeze is a little more gentle than his, you know. When Alphonse is worried, he really doesn't know his own strength. Yeah, I know. I know he's really worried. So am I. Come on now, sugar. Don't make promises you can't keep. There is a distinct possibility that there's no happy ending for me. I know that. What I'm worried about is making sure that my bullshit doesn't hurt y'all. Everything you got going on here, it's a good thing. And I don't want my bad stuff getting in the way. Look at you. Look at him. You two have turned this joint around. And you're about to be a small-town superstar with these goodies of yours. And my dumbass thought I should come here. You're a very gentle soul. And I respect that. But just saying that it's okay, saying that it's all right, that it's fine, life doesn't work like that. Accountability is a thing I've been working on. So, as thankful as I am, I'm not just going to pretend everything's alright. I don't have that luxury. Thanks to my dumbass, neither do y'all. That said, I don't intend to let my bullshit wreck anything. I'm gonna heal up and... oh. Alright. Okay, I'm listening. Of course. Al's taking responsibility too. No, you're right. You're right. I'm not trying to play the victim. And I'm not trying to martyr myself for redemption. I promise you. That's not the way forward. But let's get something straight. I will not let my bullshit impact Alphonse's happiness. It's not about not letting people help me. It's about making sure that all of this hasn't been in vain. His happiness is what's most precious to me. I ain't got a lot, you know? And I will take however many beatings I've got to protect that happiness. But preferably that number stays low. Hey, you're a little firecracker, you know that? Dang, scared me straight. Well, I mean, not straight, but, you know. Yeah, I'm like a baseball bat in a zombie apocalypse. I swing every way I can. And yes, that does include cryptids. As a matter of fact, I once boldly declared to a group of classmates that I would find and bed the Mothman. I'm a fan. Oh, maybe in another life I could have been some kind of cryptid hunting show host. Or like a YouTuber. Though, trust me when I say that if I did find the Mothman, that episode would be going on Pornhub.
I love this bit. I enjoy this bit.
Yeah. It's funny that this old shirt of mine was still in his closet. It was a Christmas present a long time ago. It still fits and everything. Came in pretty handy, I guess. My tank top and jacket are wrecked. The sleeve, it's all sliced up. What? You're gonna fix it? Are you sure? You can, like, do that? You got a whole lot of skills, don't you? Could come in handy for a cryptid hunting crew, you know. I might have to recruit you. Well, it's only fair you turn me into your little helper. Though, I'll admit, I'm looking forward to putting the gumdrop buttons on these little gingerbread men. Oh, you got other plans for me? Like carrying all of this to the mayor? Are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, I'm kind of like the black sheep around these parts, and me looking all messed up is gonna make them think I'm no good. Well, no, I wouldn't make you carry all of this alone. We gotta stick together in case I was followed. Yeah, all right. It's the least I could do. It'll be fine. Hell, I could be doing donuts in the city square while you were letting him try the treats, and they're so good he probably wouldn't give a damn. Me just sitting there in the corner won't hurt nothing. Thank you. I I've been trying to find my way since I left, and it hasn't really felt like I had anywhere I belonged. My ma, I don't know if she changed her number or what, but I can't find her, and I'm too stubborn to talk to my old man about it. So I've just been drifting. Tried food delivery as a gig, but holy shit, that's a racket and a half. More criminal than the shit I used to do, if you ask me.
True.
What I'm
True
trying to
and
say
real.
is being welcomed into a place, the place that I associate with good things, happy things, is it's
Oh,
shit. I just thank you. I instead of apologizing so much, I just want to be thankful.
come here. Yeah.
And I haven't made a friend in a long time.
Are
And
you
I'm
a
really
Seth ass
thankful for
cat?
that. I'll take care of the gumdrop buttons now, okay? Yeah, I'm all right.
So, all right. I don't want to stop to talk too much because that episode was long. This whole series is long. No, cat. The keyboard's not even anywhere close. How far did you rewind us? Okay. Hello, little boy. Kuri is here, and he is Oh. E. I just love that, listener wanted to go out of their way to put Seth in a situation where the town sees him helping and sees him being a good boy. Listener was doing that on purpose, saying like, hey, why don't you help me? I'm about to do this thing that's probably gonna like help my own rep around the town. People are gonna watch out. Honey. No, buddy. This is. What if you lay? What if you just lay? There you go. Okay. He's brown. He's a little brown boy. Anywho, yeah. What I don't even know what I was saying anymore because this cat is sick of me.
Whew. It is cold out there. My nips could cut glass. And now you know why I offered to carry the pizza. My hands, toasty as fuck. Hey, Boo, we're back. Everybody gets their own, so Seth can have all the pineapple he wants and stay the hell away from my heart attack. I don't understand why you need so much meat. You grab a slice and half the shit just falls off on a slit of cheese and sauce. Then you're sitting there with a moist piece of crust like a fool. Hey, look, you gotta know what you're doing when you're working with this much meat. Get good, noob.
True.
Sugar, come get your man. He's being weird. Oh, come on, I'm not weird, right, babe? I'm just speaking the truth. Fine, I'll quit talking about my copious amounts of meat. But only if you take a break from wrapping up all these treats. You do realize they're so good you could just wrap them in paper towels and people would still lose their shit, right? All the ribbon and wrapping and displays. You've been planning this ever since you got the gig, and now, with days to go, this is like a whole ass thing. It's impressive. Almost as impressive as the amount of hours I've put into Animal Crossing since coming here. My island is...
My island.
What do you mean, your island? You haven't played in months. Your little island friends were all, "Oh, Alphonse, I thought you hated me. I thought you died. I thought you went back to the big city." And I made them love me. They might still call me Alphonse, but in their hearts, they know. Oh, they know.
This cat
Well,
is
good
so
for
happy.
you, Alphonse, who suspiciously looks like Seth now. You call it taking over my island. I call it outsourcing. Come on, grab some plates and drinks. I'm popping a squat in the living room. Yeah, I got it. Does he bust your balls as much as he busts mine? How he shows affection. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm okay. Well, yeah, I mean it. It was weird that first week, you know. I thought Al would never talk to me. He was always, like, ducking out of the room if it was just us, or making weird small talk. Or finding excuses to get busy doing other things other than talking to me.
He is purring loud as fuck.
You didn't have to twist his arm, did you? I just hate the thought that he's putting on an act for my sake. I'm grateful. But if I'm making him uncomfortable, Really? You didn't have to talk to him about it? That's kind of a relief. Things are cool now. I mean, we haven't really had a talk. I filled him in on the details, and ever since then, it's just been really chill.
What are you doing? That's a camera.
You bringing me into your home? Really, you've both been such a blessing. I haven't had all of this in a long time. Not just the closeness and junk, but, you know, like Christmas. Feeling like you're with family. It's been years. What I'm trying to say is, well, I've been out in the cold for a long time, and you guys just wrapped me up in a big warm blanket.
He knows that's a camera.
I will not forget this. And I'm willing to work my ass off for you with all the baking stuff. Seriously. Putting up stalls or hauling the goodies out, whatever you need. The thing me and the mayor talked about? I haven't done the thing yet.
Hey.
But
Bruh. Hey.
I am thinking about it. Like, honestly. There's some time left before Christmas, so we'll see. Alright, slow asses. Seth, go find a shitty Hallmark movie to put on. I'll handle the rest. Oh, yeah. I'm on it. Oh, well, shit. I didn't mean to scare him off that bad.
Aww.
I just wanted to make sure y'all got dinner before it gets cold.
The boy. Hey.
Yeah, I know it's still different and weird, but I'm not a bully.
Oh, wait.
I have been giving him space and stuff. Not trying to, like, force some sort of weird dynamic where it's like he's our little helper and we're gonna kick him to the curb when all the holiday cheer runs out. I just want him to feel like himself. Shit. When was the last time he ever really was himself? He's been trying to be whatever everyone thought he should be for his whole damn life. I guess he's learning for the first time how to just be whoever he wants to be. Do you think he's okay? What? No, come on. I'm not too scared to ask him myself.
I love
don't
this.
I don't know. I don't want to pressure him or whatever. He seems way more comfortable with you than he ever is with me. At least now. Well, no. I haven't tried, I guess. I just... You know... He's been through a lot. And if I say the wrong thing or upset him, it would break my heart. You're right. Yeah. When it happens, it'll happen. I'll stop overthinking. Come on, let's go eat. Hot damn. Look at all
right.
this.
Okay, question time. There were some good questions that came in. These episodes are long as shit, it feels like. Dang, it's funny when I'm into it, the audios are pretty long. Go figure. Soup asked, how do you cry so well for your audios? Cause I actually legit cry. Like 9 times out of 10, I legit cry. Go on, honey. Goodbye. I cry. And I am unironically a like sexy crier. Like my tears are big and thick. My voice gets real tight. It sounds, well, when I'm really going at it, I sound like I'm hyperventilating. I'm like choking on my breath. But when I can speak, I cry sexy. So Big Mama, and I saw that this person just left chat. My question is, what is a deep connection with Seth? And I don't know what you mean. I feel like a word might have got cut off or something. I'm so sorry. And this is a good question because some of y'all might not know. Morg asked, what does Seth mean when he says, I think my PO was in Derek's pocket? So PO means parole officer. So when he says, I think my parole officer was in Derek's pocket, it means that when he checked in, that this person must have been feeding information to Derek. Now, you could also assume that perhaps, how much is I want to say? We know that Derek is in the middle of a power struggle right now. We know that Derek actually doesn't have the loyalty and trust of his goons. He's ruling them with fear right now. And we know that Derek's daddy is Oron, who has money, who has influence, who probably could have a PO in his pocket. So that's something that now you could keep in mind. So, maybe a not literal daddy. Listen, I don't know why that's the word. I do know why that's the word I used, because I wrote an Oron script today. So, yeah. So basically, what's funny is I just pictured literally the parole place from the place I used to live. I just imagine like Seth's there and he's having a meeting, whatever. He checks in, pisses in a cup, the usual parole stuff, and he walks out, and goons are waiting there for him, and that's where he gets trashed. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's what that means. Beyond Ultra, did Seth's accent get retconned a little bit, realizing it's a lot more twangy in chapter 2? Yeah, I wanted to. So one of my big issues with chapter 1 is Seth needed to be more different than Alphonse in terms of voice. Look, if the PO officer is in pocket, there's reason for Seth to believe that people didn't give a fuck that he was getting his shit beat in a parking lot. What was I? Yeah, so I needed to make his voice even more different from Alphonse's. So adding more twang to it helped. And I definitely that's on purpose. And I have struggled throughout to find the right Oron is not Derek's actual dad. He is his boss. Derek is his little bitch. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, first off, Oron's the type who's got the snip and has some of his loads on ice. Okay, like, that's not... He does not want children. Yeah. Also, yeah, Derek's old as shit, too. Like, Derek is clearly older looking than Oron. Just to clarify. But yeah, I definitely wanted Seth to be a little more twangy. And I have struggled to walk the right line with him. Definitely in chapter 3, I lean into it even more. Will I ever settle? Probably not. So, does listener have any siblings? I don't know. And I'm not gonna, that's one of those things that I would not, because imagine like you've been listening to BitterSweet for however long I've been doing this, years. And all of a sudden, your listener insert that you've become attached to and everything has a sibling. Now, imagine you have sibling trauma. Imagine you have a bad relationship with your siblings. Imagine all this other shit about siblings. Probably not a good idea to add a twist like that. That's probably not a good idea. So that falls into that category of things that I would not touch with listener. Baby Boop asked, was the spell one to bind Alf and listener to Seth? No. So, okay. After listening to chapter 1 last week and getting informed that it's in the not safe for work part of things where we have a flashback to Al and Seth at the campsite when Seth came to sweep Al off his feet. Yeah, well, Wandering Soul, I'll put it to you this way. Those fanfic writers are fucking dumb. Like, if you're adding critical shit into and fucking up I don't know. Anywho. There are certain things that you don't touch. Didn't you make listener a daddy's kid? Was that a submitted script? Question marks. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying that I've never done that or like broke my own rules, but as a rule of thumb, yeah, that's how you would do it. I definitely, and my filter has gotten stronger over time as that stuff comes out. I know, guys, I have made hundreds of audios. Hundreds. Many of them written myself, and a lot of them submitted. I promise you, I can't tell you if I wrote Baking Date or not. I don't know. It's like, trying to get me with a gotcha is probably not gonna undo everything that I just said. Let's put that out there. So the spell that they reference, basically, dang, look at Thea with the facts. There you go. Yeah. A lot of scripts get denied if they put too much emphasis on specific listener things. So yeah. So Spell in the Woods, whatever, was essentially we fucked in the moonlight and I cast a spell. But I do think it's interesting. So the spell, honestly, I wanted to, the reason it got brought up was I really love the idea of fantastical realism, where a story seems very grounded, but then like mystical aspects start to reveal themselves. So the mention of I fucked him in the moonlight and put a spell on him. I liked it. Man. I don't know. What do you want me to say? And then this is a really, really, really good question. Sticky Dino asked, do you ever feel as though this series casts a shadow on other storylines? No. I do think that this stands out as like, this is something that I put a ton of effort and investment in. But I think a really good example is Big Red, right? Like Big Red has a loose plot. But the people who enjoy Big Red audios, right? And obviously there's a whole overlap. Like a lot of people listen to all my stuff. Some people only listen to some, they pick and choose whatever they want. That's the point. That's what I do. And I like it that way. Like I like to have a little something for everybody. Ideally, everyone would listen to everything, but what can you do, right? And I never ever felt like anything that I released alongside BitterSweet ever really got overshadowed. I don't think that's ever been a problem, actually. Let's see. Do you have, okay, the Scruff Lord said, do you have a P.O. box thingy? Why did I say it like that? A P.O. box thingy. Totally not for sending crochet dolls. Yeah, I do. I think it should be popped up in the chat. It should be in the description. Yes, there is a P.O. box. Morg asks, how did listener fix Seth's jacket when it's made out of leather? It's crudely stitched. Like, if you look in every shot of the jacket after this, it is stitched. Not perfectly. It doesn't look good as new. But there is a big stitch on the jacket. Is stitching leather the best way to fix it? No, not really. But it can be done. Let's see. Anon asks, do you listen to voice actors on YouTube or Reddit? No. I'll be honest. I can't stand listening. I get anxious at like phone calls. I don't like listening to one person speaking unless it is unless I know what I'm about to hear. So like video essays, streams, stuff like that. I like that. But something about audio content, it's too personal. It's too personal. I don't like being talked to and not being able to stop or whatever. Like, obviously you can stop the audio, but like, I just don't, I know it's really weird because it's what I do, but like, it makes me super uncomfortable and I don't really know why. But yeah, no, that, and I don't, so here's the thing is like, I'm super critical of myself. I try not to look at what other people in my lane are doing because I need my inspiration to be my inspiration. I don't want to look around and be like, oh shit, that was a good idea. How come I didn't think of that? Because it'd be super easy for someone to be like, oh, hey, this idea is a lot like this other person's idea. Shit like that. So it's, I just stay focused on me. I do what I do. I'm confident enough in myself to know whatever I do is going to be unique to me. And I just rock with it. I don't listen to, I don't listen to audio content. No. What type of scripts are you looking for? Like what characters? Write whatever you're super confident in writing, I think is the big thing. Whatever character you think you can nail. Cause even if I'm not here's a great example. And I'm going to brag on Hex a little bit. Like Hex out of the blue got into Castlevania and Hex sent in an Alucard script. I would be fine if I never did Alucard again. I just don't give a shit. I'm okay. He wasn't super popular. I enjoyed the voice. I love the character personally, but the reaction from the viewership was not there. But Hex, because they are really into Alucard right now, they wrote an Alucard script and they submitted that shit and it is fucking immaculate. So I want you to write what you want to write because it will show. Like, Hex has done quite a few scripts now. Hex has done a few scripts and they've been Finn. And Hex is super passionate about Finn. And the Finn scripts are great. And I feel like if you tried to make Hex do a different character. Say like Hex, tell you what, do a different, do something different, anything different. And Hex wasn't really into it, script probably wouldn't be as good. But because Hex was into it, they wrote the shit out of Alucard, and it's amazing. And I'm gonna record the fucking audio because it's that good. So whatever you feel like you can nail, whatever you're inspired to do, go do it. Go do it. And I will look at it, read it, go for it. That is a good point, Thea, about Hawks. Do a character that I've done, like in a standalone thing. Because someone was trying to get me to do Hawks, and it's like, I've never done a standalone Hawks video. And yeah, so. What else? Stardust asked, did listeners' reputation around town decrease because they were getting close to Alphonse and Seth? So I feel like, so here, and don't take this as super canon because a lot of this is like pre BitterSweet stuff. But like, I feel like Alphonse has kind of like this mark against him in everyone's eyes. Like, you know, he left, he was no good. You know, there were all these rumors about whatever he was doing in the city. And then he came back after his parents died, and he's just here for the money. He just wants to whatever. So Alphonse had this reputation, obviously not earned. And listener meets him, and he's like, oh, don't let people see you hanging around with me, because, you know, whatever. And, you know, is it true? Yeah, but also he's playing it up because he's going for the bad boy angle, right? And over time, you know, I imagine, I remember there was a Halloween audio where I think the second part of it was when they go to that spot in the woods and they do something up there. But they're basically, much like this Christmas thing we're about to see, there was a festival, and they said, hey, like, listener got Alphonse to come do the booth. And he was like, I imagine Al was very hesitant because of the way people treat him. But listener was like, hey, fuck people. Like, do it. Just do it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? They'll hate you more? Like, you already think that they like loathe you. And I think listener knew that, hey, there's a lot of young kids still around, and people come in from out of town. Like, it's not just the shitty people that live there. Like, the more you suck it up and go engage and show that you are not a shitty person, you can prove them wrong. And listener was like, I'm going to help you do it. So I think listener's reputation probably was, I'm sure the old Betties around town were like, oh, this young person who came, da-da-da. Oh, I've seen him with that Alphonse boy, da-da-da. Like, yeah, probably. But I feel like listener has enough not giving a fuck to just do it. So yeah, and I think definitely because of the extra work that happened before BitterSweet canon, where, you know, there was the Halloween thing, and they have been like going out around town, like even at the start of BitterSweet, you know, they're gonna go out to the tavern together. Like, they are reintegrating Alphonse into that little nook of society. And yeah, so I think by the time that Seth is there, I think it did work. You know, having Seth being seen helping them, like, hey, you know, that listener, like, they're a good apple. You know, they have a genuinely positive, like, vibe, I think. And when they saw that listener was with Seth, I think the idea was like they would see that and be like, oh, huh. I think they at that point would have been more receptive. So how long has Derek been watching the trio? That's a good question. We don't really know. It should be assumed that it could, I don't even know this personally. It could have been when Seth went back the first time. So chapter 1. It depends on how much of an eye Derek had on Seth, because he would have seen that Seth went back and then saw Alphonse da-da-da-da-da. Boo says, so wait, what I'm hearing is that you personally don't like listening to ex-listener audios yourself. I just need to make it clear because I'm kind of confused. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. I never. It's not my thing. Same with insert listener or reader, I guess. Insert reader fiction. It's just not my bag. Yeah. Let's see where the hell we're at. Okay. Were some of Derek's goons watching Seth and Al during the festival? That one I can answer confidently, yes. I had even thought about having some shady looking characters in the background. But it felt too ham-fisted. So, yeah. Let's see what else we've got to do with these questions. In earlier concept designs, I know Al had a tattoo and Seth smoked. Were there moments that you could have added that for the boys? The tattoo thing, like, the tattoo wouldn't look like that. I retconned the tattoo. And for Seth smoking, has that been, I don't even recall. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they've both smoked. I don't think they're smokers, but I'm sure they have both smoked. Blue asked, have you ever thought about making a video with multiple endings? One that links to unlisted videos? Yeah, so I have, but the amount of work, I don't think it's worth it. Like, I don't think enough people would actually click through. I don't think enough people would get it. I would constantly get people asking me which one's fucking canon. So no, no, Hex, I was just talking about, oh my God. I was saying, people were asking what characters to write a script for, and I was saying, I would have been fine if I never did another Alucard audio in my life, but because you were really inspired to write Alucard stuff, you submitted it, and I was like, hey, that's good. I'll do it, because it's that good. So I was telling people to write whatever they're inspired to write, rather than asking me what I need, because sometimes what I need will be something I didn't even know I needed, which was that really good Alucard script. Will we ever see a picture of Alphonse's parents or Seth's dad? I don't think we're going to do Seth's dad. I know what Alphonse's parents look like. I'll put it to you that way. How small of a town is the town in BitterSweet? I don't even know, man. Like, the original inspiration was Stardew Valley, but it's probably bigger than Stardew Valley. I don't know. I never really. It's so non-essential that I feel like trying to figure it out would just create more problems. At this point, has it been some time since Al or Seth have celebrated holidays with other people? No. So Al has had so again, timeline, I don't know. But like, if we assume that the Halloween thing that happened was canon, it's safe to assume it's at least been a year that Al and Listener have been together. Probably like, I don't, and see, this is where the timeline gets a little, because I've set holidays in the canon. So it's like trying to wiggle like, well, how long has Al been home? When did he meet Listener? Whatever. But he's had some holidays with Listener. Seth, on the other hand, and this will go into the next question too. So Seth has been locked up. So this is his first Christmas being out, and you know, it's been a while. So it's his first holiday with people in a good while. And that takes me to Numichu's or Nummichu's question. Why was Seth able to warm up to Listeners so quickly? And I think this answer has a couple of layers to it. So, did my headset just die? Hold on.
There ain't a damn soul who hasn't been.
Bruh. It didn't even warn me. That's obnoxious. Okay, maybe it's fine. Anywho, oh, I'm supposed to have background music on during this. I feel like a fool. We've been sitting here in dead silence this whole time. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, this is a bop too. Okay. Why was he able to warm up to them so quickly? Okay. A couple things. One, consider how isolated he's been, right? So, like, you just fucking got out of prison type shit, right? And not only that, so then consider, so that happens, and he comes back, cinnamon roll happens, he leaves for months. We'll just say months. And during that time, he can't get a hold of his mom. He's trying to find his way. He's super lost. He wants to be a good boy. And when I think Listener easily like earned his respect and admiration, seeing how they handled themselves when dealing with him. So it goes back to the campfire audio where he says, I see you with him and I want to hate you for it. But he's happy. He's happy. And that's when he's saying, like, you know, like, you seem so good. You seem so good. And I'm genuinely happy that he has you. So I think because he knows Alphonse so well, right? And he's seen how Alphonse is doing all right. He doesn't know how much Alphonse has really grown yet, because obviously the only interactions they've had have been fighty. So I think it just boils down to another thing he said was, like, I know you and you know me and he knows us. Like, there is some kind of bond between them that they can't explain, and they feel it. So for Seth, warming up to Listener was natural. It was just right. So I'm sure that also helped. Ew. Nothing like cat boogers. Okay. All right. I think we're about done with questions. People asking me when a character's birthday is. They don't have canon birthdays. They don't. They don't have birthdays. They were never born. I don't know, but they don't have birthdays. And jokes about Alphonse's birthday being on Pocky Day it's just a neat thing because Pocky. That is not actually his birthday. They do not have birthdays. River asked, does Seth still have Betty? Yeah. Actually, he has Betty in the backseat of the car when they're going to the city. So he has Betty. And Fantasia asks, will we be seeing Betty again? Probably. Okay. And then Fantasia also asked, before Al met Listener, how often did he go to the campsite due to memories of Seth after the incident? I don't really know, but I imagine when he was real sad and hurting, he would go. I don't know how often, but yeah. And no, the horoscopes are the exact reason why I'm not giving them birthdays. Yeah, because what am I gonna do? Like, oh, this character was born, he's a fucking Pisces, right? And people are like, oh, well, he's a Pisces, why isn't he crying so much? Why isn't he emotional? Why isn't he a daydreamer? Blah, blah, blah. It's just like, people are gonna try and like match things up. I promise you, you will have more fun trying to guess their horoscopes than if they actually had horoscopes. I promise you. I promise you. All right. Okay. We're listening to more episodes now. Let's go.
Been snacking on all these cookies and cakes and pies. Shit.
Oh,
they're a hit. Damn. Hey, Seth? You good? You've been real quiet. Oh. Yeah, I'm good. Just, basking in the glow.
Oh, he nervous around all the people.
Yeah, right. Only Baskin I know fed her husband to the damn tigers. Al, are you...
Oh, hold on. I gotta say, all of this coming out in 2020, like, I included too much topical shit. Like, this is gonna date itself for sure. Like, the Animal Crossing thing, the fucking Tiger King reference. If I could go back, I would not do it, but I do like to put little memes in there because it makes people comment, because people love to say, oh, I got that. That was funny. And that increases engagement. So.
Serious? A Tiger King reference in December? Hey, you ain't making it easy, my guy. You're cold as ice, even with your jacket all patched up.
Hey.
Come on. Let's grab this bench before somebody's brats turn it into a jungle gym, huh?
Hey. Goody. Bro, hey, no. Get out of here. Little butthole.
So, you know what would really make Christmas special? Well, I don't know.
Look how mopey he looks.
Pretty special to me.
Aww.
Oh. Whoa. I,
Hey,
I didn't know you
Get
were
out.
enjoying yourself that much. You never really asked. No, I guess I didn't. We haven't really had a chance to talk. I mean, I guess we've had chances. It's just you'd rather not. It's okay. I really understand. Whoa, hold on. No. No. Seth. The only thing I'd rather not do is, you know, screw up and say something to hurt you, man. I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of what could happen to you. I'm scared of chasing you off again. Sending you running back out there just to get hurt again.
hey, go on.
Like, being around you and seeing you just living and being okay. I know this all hasn't been perfect, but
Come here.
it's nice.
Come here.
It's even, it's just, you know, knowing Derek's out there is, you don't have to worry about him, Al. He's my problem.
You're so bad. Why are you so stinky?
No. He's our problem, Seth. Our problem. He's been our problem for a long time. And I got you dragged back into this. I got your sweetheart dragged into it too. If him and his loser goons followed me, I just... You know, I got out and I told myself I wanted to start making better choices. And it was hard, coming back and seeing you happy and in love. Seeing you living the life I really wanted for us.
Wow.
But it's all right. It hurt. And I wanted to backslide, and I can't even say what crossed my mind at the time. But you found someone really fucking special, man. Someone who can be your rock. Someone who's just sunshine on a cloudy day. They've helped you grow. They've helped me grow too, just from the little time I've known them. That's special. That's worth protecting. So feeling like I've put that in jeopardy really messes me up. And I get that. I get it. But you need to get something through that thick skull of yours. You, Seth, you are worth protecting too. You have value. You mean something. To me. To us. This ain't a fucking charity act. You and me got history. And that history might be a mess, but I haven't forgotten. Seth. God damn it, man. I haven't forgotten what things used to be like. You are family to me. And I ain't got a whole lot of family left. I don't want to lose you. Not to Derek. Not to your guilt. Your shame. I don't want to see you drown in all of that. I thought for a long time that I had to find my own way. All on my own. Like it wouldn't count if I had help. Like if I couldn't pull myself out of that dark place on my own, it made me weak. I wouldn't be absolved of my sins or something. I know you know what I'm talking about. You've always tried to be so strong. And you are, Seth. You can carry a whole lot of weight on those broad shoulders of yours.
Oh, he wide.
I've always admired that. But if we live together, we can get the job done. If we live together, you don't have to hurt. You don't have to go back to Derek, okay? Damn it, Alphonse. You're almost perfect. You almost make me believe. And you say some dumb shit like that. You still don't believe that I didn't go looking for Derek. You still don't trust me. I told you. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right. If you're that adamant, okay. But you gotta be straight with me about something. Play your hand. Don't bullshit me. I'm not. I haven't. What are you even... You gotta tell me whatever secret it is you told my boo. Whatever it is you're not telling me. No. No. Come on, Al. Don't. Don't make me do that. Please. Don't do this. If we're gonna have a clean slate, clean this fucking slate, man. Whatever it is, it's gonna be fine. It'll be okay. Just tell me. Tell me and I can help you. I can trust you. It's okay. Hey, come on. Come on. Look at me with those big brown eyes and lay it on me. Like it used to be. You were always open with me. It can be like that again. Al. My fucking bubblegum prince. You idiot. I wasn't always open with you. I was a son of a bitch, bending over backwards just to lie to you, to control you and manipulate you. Because I thought I knew better. I thought if I could keep you with me just a little longer, I could run away with you one more time. We could ride into the sunset. And I treated you like shit. And your folks. Seth, I already forgave you for that. I know. I know. But you don't know why. Why I was like that. Why I was so desperate. I was stealing money from Derek. Ripping him off. Stashing it away for us. And if you walked out, then it was all for nothing. And I should have just told you. I could have just...
No, stop. Okay, I realized something. Someone asked earlier how much money Seth stole from Derek because it was enough for Oron to notice. No. What was enough for Oron to notice was the damage that Jesse has been doing. Because Jesse tells Seth, like, oh, you boys think this is about you? No, I was blah, because it's all my fault, because I'm a fucking hopeless piece of shit. There you go.
It was too late. I was already so deep in it. I just thought it would be easier to surprise you, to not get you more involved. Fuck, I don't know, man. Here we are, and it didn't even matter in the end. Everything is still a mess. Even worse now. I see. I see. So this whole thing, That night when I found Derek and you, he found out you were screwing him over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I fucked up so bad. I'm just a damn mess. Every time I've tried to make things right, I've just... No. Hey, look at me. Look at me, man.
This is so good.
Enough of this. Enough. You've been through enough. You underestimate how far I've come. You underestimate how much love is in my heart. Did you think you'd fuck up what I've got going on here with my little cinnamon roll? That I'd just question everything and throw it all away? Let me tell you something you already know. The path to hell is paved with good intentions, right? And we've been there together. We've walked down that road. So you mean to tell me if we did run away, what would we have learned in the end, huh? We would have learned that there are fucking consequences. That every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And that shit would come right back around and crush us. Somehow. Some way. I've got no time for what ifs when I'm so happy with what is.
That's a good line, man. Oh, that's a good one.
And what is this beautiful broken boy in my hands, who's tried so fucking hard to do so much on his own. No more. No more of that. But no. No buts, no apologies, and no more tears. No more of any of that. I'm not gonna have the boy I learned so much from wilt away in my hands, in my town, in my heart. We used to run around this square, man. Shit, we were the brats climbing all over this fucking bench. The light in my heart for you, it's never gone out, Seth. Come hell or high water, whether it's Derek, your demons, or whatever, I've got you. And I'm not just saying all of that. I haven't been burdened by you. We haven't been bothered by you. Shit. We fucking love having you with us. Seeing you feel at ease around my boo has been a fucking delight. Having my boy back home has been...
Not the having my boy back home. That's so sad. I mean, it's not sad, but it hurts.
Just a gift. So no matter what's coming, I will protect this. We can figure out the rest as it happens. But tonight, I need you to know that you're loved, that you're wanted, that you're enough. Seth, you're enough. Always have been, even when the world was lying to you. Told you all those fucking lies.
I can only think of the always has been space astronaut Earth with gun meme.
When we were scumbags and assholes, you were enough. Even if you don't believe it. I do. I remember. I remember everything. I haven't thrown you away. I've grown. I've moved forward. And we want you to stay until you're safe. Until you've got your feet under you for real. I won't ever send you away again. Alphonse. Alphonse. Oh, don't you go making me cry too. Just stay. Okay. Okay. But I gotta go. What the hell you do?
Oh,
No,
man.
I need to go see my dad. Oh, your dad? Oh. Mayor said that Pops has been going to his AA meetings. Going on 3 years now. And that it would be really nice if I talked to him. With it being the holidays and stuff. I didn't want to go, but say no more. Come on. He's got a booth with hot drinks and all sorts of stuff. Let's go get some cider. You'll come with me? Of course. Of course I'll come with you. Take my hand. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Damn, bruh. Oh. Sheesh. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, I haven't properly rewatched this one in a minute. So, but yeah, Lynn mentioned just the thought of them holding hands, walking through town, going to see his dad. Like, that's such a, you know, that's something at some point. That's something I'd love to have drawn at some point for real, because it's such a. I mean, that's why I put it in. That's why it ends like that, because that's a very strong note to end on for that episode. Just that image. And that's why I also like that it is a mental image. Because that is the takeaway you should have. Now, there were some folks who are like, oh my God, is Alphonse gonna leave me? And it's like, man, you missed the whole point, dude. And I get it. I get it, because media like this doesn't usually go like it's gone. But like, so much about this, because I have a very like warm spot in my chest for Christmas. And to me, it's about love. It's about family. It's about found family. It's about being close with people that matter to you. So that's also why I made this a Christmas thing. It also actually came out at Christmas. But, you know, when the point of this, the big point is how to love someone more perfectly. And how to Clayne, not the fucking rock rap. And bless y'all's hearts in the chat talking about the poly relationship. That's not what it's about, though. Like, what this is about, this is about my fucking trauma, is what this is about. A fucking polyamorous relationship is not what this is about. This is about telling the people who matter in your life that you fucking love and accept them where they are, even if they're broken, even if they're lost. It's about that growth and recovery comes when you are met where you are at, and not when you dangle a fucking carrot in front of someone, you know? That's what it's about. You know. Yeah. So and this could be an insert for whatever. Like the way that Al tells Seth in this episode that he's accepted and everything, you know, take the plot out of it, and this is just about when there's someone in your life who's lost. The thing that brings them back home is loving them unconditionally. And throughout my life, a lot of the people who supposedly preach about unconditional love could never demonstrate that, could never exhibit that kind of behavior, because they're flawed people. And what I learned is that the way to... you have to go first. You have to go first. And it sucks, and some people don't deserve it, and you don't have to give it to them. But if you actually give a fuck, you have to go first. And this was Alphonse going first, even when it was hard, even when things have been awkward for weeks in the plot, where he hasn't been able to communicate well, where he's scared of hurting Seth, where he's scared of scaring Seth off, and where Seth thinks that Alphonse hates him. And the only way to get through that first hurdle is to love someone that way. So that's what it's about. And that's lost on a lot of people, and that's fine, because I also think that art is subjective. You take what you want out of it, you see what you want to see out of it, and you go with that, right? But it's so much bigger than just that. And you know, I've spoken on the poly thing a billion times over. You know, I'm right there with y'all. But this was a statement much bigger than just that for me. And you know, I hope that for those who were interested in it, who wanted to take that away from it, then, you know. And we continue to go on to this. We continue on this thread into chapter 3, and we'll talk about it when we get there and stuff. But obviously, like, this sets up what unfolds with Jesse, with all of that shit. And it's a key theme in everything I do, I think. I think one of the central themes to everything I do is this kind of love. And in my own life, I have not received it when I needed it, and I've tried to give it when I could. And, you know, it's how I'm able to, like, a great example is looking at my relationship with my mom. I could so easily be bitter towards my mom if I wanted to. I could have a very bad relationship with her if I wanted to. I'm not gonna get like super into it, but for me in my life, the greatest satisfaction has come from being able to extend a love to her that was withheld from me, and to say that I'm going to love you anyways, because that is the thing that she preached for all those years and could not give. And I, me, my flawed self, am the example. I get to be the example. And I get to walk out a walk that she couldn't fucking handle. So doing a big exhibition on loving and accepting and caring for someone, this was super, super important to me. And, you know, it's not a thing that comes easily. Yeah. So there's a lot that went into this. Wait, I wonder if I should answer. Let's see. Yeah, there's only a couple. We can do this because I think there's only 2, so we'll do that and then we'll get to the. Am I ever going to do a birthday special for the listener? Maybe, because like you can like, even when it gets posted, it doesn't necessarily have to be your birthday. You can come back to that audio on your birthday and really enjoy it if you want to get into whatever. So yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable request. Is Alphonse gonna stay in dark mode? If not, are we gonna get to see him with bleached hair? I'm not. So here's the thing. We're going with anime logic here, right? Like, when he goes back, it'll just happen. We're not gonna have awkward orange hair Alphonse, because that would be ugly as shit. It's just gonna happen. There will be probably a nice little window of time that passes and he will be not dark mode again, or maybe whatever happens with his hair will happen again, and that's what we'll do. Who's taller, Alphonse or Seth? Alphonse is taller than Seth. Jazzy Mask asked, and this is pretty serious, but because it's such a genuine question, I'll answer it, because I would feel like a dick if I didn't, honestly. They said, I was asked to speak at a rally in my town, is having for the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida as a student activist. Got any advice? Sending hugs and love. Man, that's tough. And it's so unreasonable that a student has to fight that fight. Because, like, obviously it's the failure of not students who have put you in that position. Advice is, don't be afraid to literally just read it off of a piece of paper. No one is going to hold that against you. You know, fucking speak your truth, man. Like, it's a shame that especially in Florida, students have had to carry the torch on a lot of this shit that they shouldn't have to. And you know, just I hope you'll be supported through it. You know, it sounds like if they're having a rally, you're gonna have a lot of support and love there. And yeah, just pop off. Kenzie said, during the first chapter, you can really tell how much Seth wanted to be hateful towards the listener, but just couldn't because of this indescribable bond that was between the trio. Are you happy with how it's turned out as far as their relationship so far? Yeah, I'm thrilled, honestly. Yeah, I'm thrilled. Crunch said, is the nickname Bubblegum Prince a reference to Marshall Lee and the literal Bubblegum Prince? I guess. I literally watched that episode of Adventure Time like once. It's just a cute nickname. I don't like Adventure Time that much. Anyone who's like, "Oh, it's basically Marshall Lee and Bubblegum Prince," I think is like the most surface level take. So, no, it's just cute. It's just cute. It can be a reference if you want, but it has no other real meaning. How do you think Seth and Al would have reacted if listener overheard their conversation? I mean, given the way we've laid things out, like, listener would be fucking supportive and they'd be like group hug probably, and then they would go do their thing because listener has to run the booth. All right, let's get this finished.
No,
This is so
you
cute.
gotta put the pillow over here. I'm telling you, that's too much. I know how they like it. They'll just end up stealing pillows.
Is that a picture of Alphonse on the wall?
Sticky fingers. No.
That's cute.
No way. Sweet little cinnamon roll like that? Sticky fingers? What have they ever stolen, huh? My heart, for one. And if you ain't careful... What? What's that supposed to mean? It means you better hope they don't find where you stash their gifts. That's what it means. Oh. Really? I thought you were...
He's so dumb.
Yeah. You think too much as it is. With a skull that thick and a brain so big, no wonder you're such a damn headache.
Oh, man.
Pink is sus. So sus. Oh, don't get me started on that game. You're too good at it. Even when you're playing crewmate, feels like you play on the offensive. It's kind of like defensive driving. You gotta be decisive, assert dominance, be the biggest dog in the yard or whatever. Yeah, throw in another analogy while you're at it. Maybe I'll understand then. Hey, and work on your game, because you might be snapping everybody else's necks, but you haven't fooled me. Yeah, well, I guess it's true what they say. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Nah, I guess not, huh? It's nice to see you smiling like you mean it, man. Those chocolate eyes of yours don't look so dark now. And the thing with your dad, I'm really proud of you. Proud of him, too. Yeah, it's, weird. And I don't think I can ever forgive that man for my past, but thanks to you two, I am willing to give him a chance to show me he's changed, and that he's a better man. He seemed really happy, and healthy. I wish Ma could see him like this. Hey, we're gonna figure out what your mom's up to. Don't sweat it too much. She's a free spirit. She's a wild thing. That's what you really mean. I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad. She just goes where the wind takes her. Sometimes that wind takes her on some pretty wild adventures. I'll never forget when she came back from Burning Man and had pictures. Don't even bring those up. You said you'd forget you ever saw them. I did.
100% she was naked.
I'm purely talking about the shots of, like...
Body paint, probably.
The scenery. And the art. Yeah, the art. But you're right. She's probably on some wild adventure, forgetting all about everything she left behind. Hey. She does love you, Seth. I promise you that. She'd do anything for you. Just in her own time, you know? I know. I'm not worried about that. She's been through a lot. Made her choices. Lived with the repercussions. Sometimes you just have to go your own way and find your own path. So you can live with yourself. I'm like her, in that sense. You're like her in a lot of ways. All the good ways. You take after her. And no offense to you, old man, but I'd say you lucked out. If I squint and pretend you got a fatter ass, I can hardly tell the difference. Yeah, hey, don't talk about my mama like that.
Don't talk about my mama like that.
It's a compliment. She got cake. Everybody loves cake.
Everybody loves cake.
We're playing Among Us so I can snap your damn neck. Let's go. Oh. Sounds like your boo is coming. Quick. Pretend things weren't about to get violent. All right. I'm pretending as hard as I can.
Pretend things weren't about to get violent. Play that back one more time. Oh, God. Where are we? Oh, God.
Yeah, so I can snap your damn neck. Let's go. Oh. Sounds like your boo is coming. Quick. Pretend things weren't about to get violent. All right. I'm pretending as hard as I can. Hey, babe.
I'm pretending as hard as I can.
Hey there. What do you think?
Look at
I told you we were going to have a surprise for you. It's been a long time, but this used to be a bit of a Christmas tradition for me and this knucklehead over here. We'd set up a base camp and try to catch Santa. But,
use the arrow keys?
Just to get cozy and try to catch Santa. But, mostly it was just to get cozy and watch movies and eat snacks and junk. So, you coming in? Huh. A surprise for us? Oh boy. Should I be nervous?
Oh boy.
Should I be nervous?
Shit.
I mostly like being the one giving the surprises, not receiving them. Okay. Alright, so long as it's nothing big. Hey, Al.
I can't make that joke.
Before they get back, are you sure they're really gonna be okay piling in here with us?
Oh.
If it's weird, I can sleep outside the fort. It's fine. Did you see that look on their face? They are fine. That was a huge smile. It's not weird. And we've talked about this sort of thing. I wouldn't just surprise them with it if I thought they'd feel awkward about it. But what about you? Are you good? Me? I'm good. Why wouldn't I be good? Are you being all shy and shit right now? Who are you? Hey. I haven't been close to anyone in a long-ass time, alright? I've gone from not having a hug in years to melting because you cut my cheek and held my hand. I didn't realize how touch-starved I was until I had a taste. So the thought of being all snug in here with y'all, it's embarrassing. Oh,
that Coke can is frozen.
They'd probably give you a head pat and tell you not to worry.
Oh.
So, don't worry. Oh, surprise time? Here we go. What do you got for us, boo? Oh, cookies that look like us? Bruh. Oh, holy shit. These are so cute. Sugar cookies all decorated to look like the three of us. Did you bake these so it would look like we're all holding hands? Nah, they just look like that. You're projecting. Oh, right. Oh, it is on purpose. Al, you ass. Got him. I'm not. I'm not blushing. It's just the light in here. Oh, here you come. Yep, there's room. Just, yeah. Steal the pillow. Wow. Al, you really weren't kidding. I told you, man. Sticky fingers. Probably from all that bacon. Watch yourself. It is cute, but it'd be even cuter if we ate them. So, yoink. I'm eating myself. Well, I guess. Oh. Huh? Something special about mine. All right. I always had an ego, but now I'm really gonna be full of myself.
Haha.
Wow. See, Boo? He's just as bad as me. Just as bad. Mmm. Mmm. Is there cinnamon in this? Because I like the cinnamon rolls? Aww. Mmm. Mmm. It's delicious. Oh, pretend you don't see him tearing up. Shut up. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Both of you. But especially you, Sugar. I have so much respect for you. I was such a dick. And a lot of people wouldn't trust me. Wouldn't want me around, given all the history between me and your idiot boyfriend over there.
True.
But you saw me. You cut right through my bullshit. The walls I was trying to keep up. All of my defensiveness. I wanted to be jealous. It felt weird not to be bitter about the whole thing. But I mean, now...
Take a shot every time
I get it.
bitter or sweet gets mentioned.
You are truly special. You're stunning. And I admire you. I admire you so much. I aspire to be more like you. To be the same kind of healing presence that you are. You're like a warm blanket, fresh out of the dryer. Or a hot cookie with an ooey gooey center of love and care. I've seen your influence in Alphonse and how you two communicate and trust each other. How you two love each other. Our past is really flawed. Because we were two idiot kids trying to play pretend. Trying to prove ourselves to the world. Trying to cut corners. Me and Al were all we knew. And that means we didn't know shit. We tried. The pieces were there, but we took a lot of wrong turns. I had a lot of time to think, to contemplate and reflect. And even then, I didn't know what I've learned from watching you two until now. This has been an invaluable lesson, and oh, hug. Big hug. Oh. Oh, sweetheart. Don't you go getting emotional or They're right, Seth. You've taught us stuff too. We've never faced a challenge like this. When you came back, we were tested. They say calm seas don't make for good sailors. And you rocked the boat, that's for sure. But just because our time together wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, I never ever wanted anything but the best for you. I ran from the past. I tried to bury it under my anger and resentment. But you're still you. And I made choices I ain't proud of either. And what I learned was that we're not our past. And no matter how messy or fucked up it all was, if all parties are willing, what's broken can be put back together. It can be mended. It can be made stronger than it ever was before. What's broken isn't meant to be thrown away. It's meant to be made better. You made me better, Seth. Just like this beautiful soul here with us. There was something missing for a long time. Chapters of my life I tore out. But not anymore. Not anymore. Come on. Y'all let me in on this hug. Get over here so I can wipe my snot on you. God, why are you such a good crier? Even with the snot, you got those big, sexy anime tears. Just shut up and give me your shoulder. You damn idiot. Yeah. Come on. Thank you both. Oh, thank you both so much. Oh, Seth, you've given me so much. Given me a chance. A chance at a life I thought I threw away. Hey, you got this chance for yourself. You could have reacted all kinds of ways. You could have been bitter and angry and hateful. You weren't.
Everybody drink.
You saved yourself. We were just along for the ride. And I hope we can see where this new chapter takes you. Exactly. We both care about you. You're special to us. You've been a joy to have around. For both of us. And individually. You're great, Seth. That's always been true. Being able to introduce you to my boo, introduce the boy that I knew so long ago, that makes me so happy. Thank you. Both of you. Thank you, Seth. Thank you.
Ooh, woo.
And so, our bittersweet lovers turned effervescent friends found themselves resting peacefully, together and at ease, while Santa Claus tucked presents under every tree, and kitties dreamed of gumdrops and stuff. Or however that goes. The mending had begun, and what was once broken now gives way to something new, something grand and wonderful and yet to be explored. The Japanese art of kintsugi emphasizes the imperfections of broken pottery, mending it with gold. The cracks and missing parts turn to beautiful embellishments. It gives the piece character. And what's left is a piece of art. Oftentimes, it's something one would cherish far more than what came before. If only it was that easy. If only that was the one test these three would face. Happy endings rarely come without hardship. No, this brief snowfall can hardly compare to the storm that's brewing on the horizon. Through the night, calm and lovely as it seemed, a far less jolly individual left one more gift by the curb, the first piece of our next chapter. Watch and see. Well, it's not quite a white Christmas, but there's a little snow out. There. Oh, shit. That's fine with me. I'm perfectly happy staying in here. Warm and cozy and... Hey. Al? I don't know, Sugar. He's just staring out the window. Sad that there's not more snow? Come on, let's check the weather. Maybe there'll be...
Nah.
Seth, get your jacket on. Boo, you stay in there. What? What, you want to build a snowman or something? Come on, let me look.
Oh, you want to build a snowman or something?
Yeah. Shit. Fuck. She's a wreck. I figured they'd beat the hell out of her, but this is just cruel.
Yeah.
Poor girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's real fucking tragic, but what's in the box? I don't know, Al. If he knows we're here, Well, don't you start apologizing now, okay? I figured that piece of shit followed you. It was just a matter of time. We'll deal with it. But first things first. What's up with the, gift? Fuck. Babe, you shouldn't... Yeah. Yeah, you're a part of this too. I just... Oh, well. Shit. It wasn't like we were gonna be able to hide it from you. I just don't know how safe it is out here.
Foreshadowing.
No, we don't know what's up with that gift yet. There's a card here. I guess I'll just... Season's greetings. Cute. Seth? Seth. Open it. Yeah, okay. Have a gift from me to that cute little family of yours. Shame about your bike. Gotta be careful where you leave things. See you soon. Derek. Punk ass. Of course he wants to play games. What about the present? I don't want to open this box, man. It's okay, Seth. We got breakfast and real gifts inside. We'll deal with this, and then we'll go have a good Christmas, okay? Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Huh? What the fuck? What is that? Your hair? No. No, it's too long to be mine. Well then... Wait. Mom?
Bum bum. Oh, goodness. What a time.
What's the matter, kid? Don't got the balls to do what's gotta be done? No. You didn't have them back then, either.
Stop. Shut up.
You don't have what it takes. You could have spared that idiot all this heartache if you'd been half as bad as you thought you were.
I said shut up.
Or what? You'll break stuff? Cry some more? Don't you know? Kick and scream all you want. When it's time to say goodbye, it's time. You know that. But that little boyfriend of yours ain't ever been too good at goodbyes. That's all right. He'll learn.
You think you got it all figured out, huh? Think you're 2 steps ahead? Like you're gonna be able to back us into a corner because we moved on. Yeah, that's fine. That's fucking fine. I let you off the hook before, but not this time. This time I'll finish what I started.
What you started? I thought you were the smart one, Alphonse. Keep it up, and you'll be a chalk outline. A memory.
I ain't gonna lie, I threw that one in there because I just thought I had to include a shout out to like one of the hardest lines in my nerd history, and that is Sephiroth telling Cloud that he will never be a memory. Oh man.
I can't even remember the last time I saw her face.
Oh, the accent,
Last
bro.
time I heard her voice.
Last time I heard her voice.
Ma.
There's only so many times I can tell you, huh? I'm always with you.
And why'd you have to say it that many times, huh? You also taught me people can tell you one thing, but their actions speak the truth, right? So why'd you leave? Where'd you go?
Baby boy, you know I can't answer that. Not yet. But if your heart is telling you to go get answers, don't wait. Don't second guess yourself. You've always been so smart. Wise beyond your years.
Because I had to grow up too damn fast. You and Pops didn't leave me a choice. Now all I've got is this idea of you. Who you could have been. This fantasy. This dream of you.
For your sake, I hope I'm as sorry as you wish I'd be. All I can tell you is what you know in your heart. That D thinks he's got you where he wants you. And you've got to turn the tables on that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I will. And I'm going to be there for you. Even if you haven't been here for me. I know what I have to do.
Bing bang. Oh man, I can't wait for next week. We're gonna watch some chapter 3. Yeah. So this is last call to get your questions in on the question form. And you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't I just... Oh my god, that's very loud. This is the music live stream that I throw on. And we can just have it up there real quick for a moment. Yeah, so because this is very topical and very correct, Novel Machine says, I think I pieced it together, correct me if I'm wrong, was the exchange between Derek and Alphonse in the season 3 trailer his inner monologue as he dyed his hair black again? Yes. Both of those are inner monologues. They are them confronting the specters of their past. These are conversations that have occurred in their heads over that period of time leading up to the night where we begin in chapter 3. This is it's definitely much more clear with Jessie, where she's like, I hope I'm as sorry as you want me to be. This is so, look, have you ever, how do I say this without just blatantly going, have you ever had trauma? So have you ever had to create a version of someone in your head, I guess? Have you ever had to have you ever had to have a conversation with someone that you can't have a conversation with? That's what that is. That's what that is. So definitely that is what's going on there. Kuri, please, please. Yeah, that's what that is. Let me turn that down just a little more. Sir, come here. I mean, I hate like pulling that card, but it's like I have not gonna trauma dump on chat, but yeah, I have unresolved conversations, unresolved relationships that I have to, you know, it is creating your own closure. Yeah, buddy, go on. So yeah, what else we got? How was Charlie feeling as he dropped off the bike? Charlie is probably scared shitless. I mean, that's pretty much his constant state of being. Scarlet Torchic said, what made you decide to put the kintsugi definition in analogy? So because of everyone always brings up Al's old tattoo. And I thought this was a great time to use it. It makes sense now. For Alphonse as a character, the kintsugi thing would not have made sense for that Al in BitterSweet, you know? So yeah, it felt right. And because we were playing with the fourth wall and it was storyteller Finn, it also felt right for Finn to be the one to say it, you know? So, yeah. Kenzie says, listener told Jesse that they had a plan. What's the plan? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not just gonna tell you. I guess you're gonna have to tune in and find out. And then Jennifer Williams, can we have a small hint of how Charlie got knocked out? Or yeah, I don't think you even need a hint. Like, Derek knocked him the fuck out. Like, Derek rolled up, cracked him in the fucking dome, and listener was like, okay, I'm going with you. Yeah. Phoenix CC, what do you think was going through Charlie's head when he saw listener for the first time? He probably thought they were cute, and he's probably like, well, it doesn't surprise me that these two are with somebody cute. Wow, I'm not that attractive. Like, Charlie probably internalized a whole lot of like jealousy. Although the first time that he saw listener, assuming that he wasn't scoping out the town, if the first time he saw them was when they fucking pulled the gun on him in the car, then, you know, then I guess his first thought was, oh my god, I'm gonna die tonight. Good stream. This was a good time. I think there were some oh, Dusty donated $5, said, if at any time you doubt yourself, know that you have definitely expressed the kind of love that you've shown in BitterSweet, and we are all better for it. So much love to you, friend. Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, I've certainly struggled at times. I've failed plenty. But where I felt like I could, I tried. Yeah. Okay, I am exhausted. That was an emotional roller coaster, and it is only gonna be more. The next one is so... Oh, the next one. Well, next two, technically, because we're gonna do 2 streams. When we get to episode 7 of chapter 3, I think it is, dude, I'm gonna be out of it, man. I'm excited though, and I'm excited to revisit the Oron and Faust stuff too, because that timeline somewhere around there is, yeah. So Blueberry says, how many times would you mess up words and audios? I've actually gotten way better. I'm way better than I used to be. It helps because when I write my scripts, I know the words, I know how it goes. The times when I mess up submitted scripts where I haven't read it 5 times over and know it intimately, I'll mess up. But in my own, I rarely mess up. Yeah, episode 7 is gonna fuck me up, man. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a song as we leave. I don't have a whole playlist for you guys this time, nothing elaborate like that. But I do have a great inspo song for chapter 2. So on that note, I'm turning my camera off because it's about to die. Let me play this song. I'll give you 2 songs. How about that? This is I Want to Come Back Home by Blue October. And this song, it makes me cry so hard. The song destroys me. So here you go. It's not a sad song.
love me and hug me, take me back. Love and forgive me and hug me, take me back. Love and forgive me and hug me.